Cat tips and advice straight from the pet care experts. Cats are amazing. As the owner of a cat, it is important that you learn how to properly care for them, so they can be healthy and live longer. Read this article to learn helpful tips. Cats enjoy getting into spaces that are small. If your cat wears a collar, they might get hurt and stuck. Purchase breakaway collars that will give if they are yanked tightly. This kind of collar can turn a potentially dangerous situation into a merely exasperating one. If you are planning to get a pet cat, be sure to check with your local shelter. Shelters have great pets available for adoption, and the fee isn't that high. Adopting your cat at a shelter allows you to save a cat's life while also helping mitigate overpopulation. You can make your old cat feel better thanks to a hot towel placed under its bed. A terracotta tile heated in your oven at about 200 degrees and for 15 minutes will do. Use an old towel to wrap around it, then place it beneath the cat's blanket or bed. Change it every couple of hours if desired. If your cat is female, it is very important that she be spayed when the vet feels she is old enough. Even if she is an inside cat, you need to spay her because she could get out. Unless you want the hassle of getting rid of kittens, spaying is the best option for your cat. Taking your cat in for regular checkups at the veterinarian's office is part of being a responsible pet owner. Cats need vaccinations to keep them healthy, and your vet can keep an eye out for any other health issues. Always use the same veterinarian if possible. Your veterinarian needs to know about your pet's history, and your cat will feel more comfortable if you always take her to the same vet. Use bitter apple on your electric cords to keep your kitty away from them. Cats who love to chew need to be kept away from cords. You can hide away any cords inside the rolls that come inside paper towels. Electronic items with tasty-looking, thin cords, video game controllers, phone chargers, and so on, should be stored securely when you're not using them. Tell your kids what the rules are about your new kitten. Let your children know which rooms their cat can be in. If the cat is to be indoors, tell your children not to allow him outside. By getting these rules into place before having a cat, you'll be sure that your children can understand. Cats enjoy finding small spaces to fit into. If they have to wear a collar, then there may be a risk because your cat could end up getting stuck. A breakaway collar has the ability to release its hold if the cat pulls tightly on it. Purchasing one could be the difference between whether your cat lives or dies when he gets stuck. Cat owners, when something seems amiss with your feline friend, speak with other cat owners. Although you may feel like you don't need help, other owners may be able to give you good advice. Use the internet to share tips with other cat owners and ask your questions or talk with your neighbors, friends, or veterinarian. Put a heated towel beneath the bed of an older cat. You can do this simply with a terracotta tile measuring a square foot. Heat it in your oven around 200 degrees, it can be ready in as little as 15 minutes. Cover with a small blanket or towel, then place it beneath your pet's bed. Change it frequently if you like. Don't try and teach your kitty how the litter box is supposed to be used. They will do it on their own and don't need to be taught. Don't try to force them into the litter box by rubbing their paws or face in it. Be sure to brush or comb your cat's fur on a regular basis. The act of brushing helps the coat become glossy, and it helps stimulate the skin. It'll also remove all that loose hair. This can reduce hairballs, which can be harmful to a cat and build up in their stomachs. Some cats like to scratch up floors and furniture. If you want to prevent or stop your cat from scratching up your furniture, the best thing to do is buy a scratching post or kitty tower for them to climb in. Redirect your cat to the scratching post when they start to go after your furniture. Catnip can be put in the posts or on the tower to help train the cat to use it. It might take time, but eventually, you will see that the damage to your furniture is diminished. Let your cat get comfortable using a carrier. Cats just don't respond like dogs do when it comes to punishment. Encouragement is a better way to get your cats to perform. You should place a toy or a blanket inside the carrier and place it in an area where it will be noticed by your cat. Soon, your cat will naturally enter the carrier. It will then be easier to transport the cat in the carrier. Scratching post. Think about putting a microchip in your pet. You never know when your cat could get away from you. Collars or tags can identify your cat, but cats can wiggle out of those, and they are also at risk of getting hung up on something. A microchip is about the size of a grain of rice and can hold all of your contact information. These days, pretty much all shelters and vet offices have scanners that can read these chips, and because they're beneath your pet's skin, they won't ever get lost. If the cat's scratching post is looking tired and worn out, never throw it away. Cats love them. By throwing away an old scratching post and replacing it with a newer one, your cat will likely look for older items to scratch, such as your furniture. Frequent or misdirected urination may warrant a trip to your vet's office. This sort of behavior can be caused by urinary tract infections or other, more serious medical issues in your cat. Some cheap antibiotics can resolve potential risks for your cat. Cats will often devote most of their time to grooming. When the cat's hair is longer, this could lead to hairballs. Special food can help. Look for cat food that is designed to minimize hairballs to keep you and your cat happier. If you are having problems getting the cat to use the litter box, move it. The cat instinctively feels vulnerable when using the litter box, so make sure it's in a location that's totally quiet and safe. Some great examples of such locations are basements, laundry rooms, or any other less frequently used room in your home. You should get a collar with your contact information and make sure your cat wears it all the time. This is also true for indoor cats. It is possible that the animal might accidentally venture out of your home. If this occurs, you must be sure that your animal can find its way home. If you're looking for good prices on cat medications, check online sources. The prices will usually be substantially better than at your vet. Though, in emergency situations, buying online may not be possible. But, if you're having to buy pet medication regularly, you will be able to save up to half the price if you buy online. Many foods that are fine for humans are not good to give to your cat. Garlic and onions are popular examples. Even a little taste of these foods can make your cat seriously sick. Milk is something that can hurt your cat's stomach, so beware of that too. Try to feed your cat dry food as much as possible. Kittens need wet food due to the size of their teeth. Hard, dry food is best for grown-up cats because it helps keep their teeth healthy and strong. Your cat might enjoy eating more if you mix dry and wet food. Make sure you are cautious about leaving a young child alone with a small kitten. Up until your child is 5, children shouldn't be alone with your pet. You may not have noticed a problem when you see them together, but very kids do not really understand they can accidentally harm or kill a kitten. As kids age, you can then determine whether they are mature enough for small pets. Cats can make incredible household pets. Knowing how to properly care for your cat is essential to make sure he has a long and happy life with you. Take advantage of all the suggestions this article provides. It is very likely that your feline companion will be very thankful. Don't forget to like our video.